Compound interest. Compound interest is the interest earned on the principal and also the accumulating interest from before. The formula for the future value of a compounding interest account is the quantity 1 plus I to the n power multiplied with p. That I is a formula of its own, which is I equals R over M. I prefer to blend these two formulas and replace the letter I in the quantity with R over M. Now each variable represents a concept. F is your future value, your final ending balance that includes principal and interest earned. M is the number of compounding periods in 1 year. N is the total number of compounding periods. And it's calculated with that M multiplied with the number of years. R is your annual interest rate. I is the interest rate per period. And P is your principal or initial investment. The example that we have says $500 is invested at 6% interest compounded quarterly for 3 years. Determine the future value and interest on an investment. I'm first going to identify what each value in the problem represents. $500 is our principal, the initial investment. 6% is our annual interest rate. If it states that you have a rate with a percent sign behind it, you assume it's annual. We'll change the 6% to a decimal equivalent, 0.06. We notice it's compounded quarterly, so M is 4. There are 4 quarters in a year. Now that we have R and we have M, we could calculate I if we felt like it. I is R, 0.06, divided by 4, and that becomes 0.015. Like I said, I tend to leave this formula out and just use the combined formula, but there's times in problems where it asks for the I value, which is your interest rate per period. What that means in this problem is every quarter you earn an interest of 1.5%. The last value, 3, is the number of years. So we can calculate N, which is the total number of compounding periods, as 4 multiplied with 3 to give us a total of 12 compounding periods. Future value formula becomes the quantity 1 plus the rate, 0.06, divided by the number of compounding periods, 4, raised to the exponent of 12, the total number of compounding periods, multiplied with 500, the initial investment. Our calculator can solve this for us. The quantity 1 plus 0.06 divided by 4 raised to the 12th power and then multiplied by 500. Our future value after 3 years is $597.81. From here, we can determine that the interest earned is that future value, $597.81, subtracting out the initial investment of 500 for a total interest of $97.81. So our future value at the end of 3 years will be a total balance of $597.81, meaning that the interest earned on this account is $97.81.